Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back if you've been here before. And today I wanted to get into the grid lines, the ley lines, the earth grid. This is also known as the Tesla energy, or what you know as free energy, which is not free at all. And I just wanted to get into a little bit of who is controlling it and how it works. Okay, so who is controlling it? We know that probably one of the most powerful groups in the world right now is that is working. I mean, they're not winning everything that they're doing, but they're moving along. Is the Agenda 21, and this is otherwise known as just the Agenda. And I've come on here before and talked about Agenda 21. I really had mixed feelings about them. I have no proof that it's them doing human sacrifice at all. So as far as Agenda 21 goes, I don't have a I know some of those people personally, so I'm kind of like but the Super Bowl blackout, what does it have to do with Agenda 21? What does it have to do with the domes? What does it have to do with the earth grid lines and ley lines? So whether you believe that the Garden of Eden was the Garden of Eden or the Garden of Evil, you could think it's bad, or you could think it's good. You could think it's a prison, or not. You could think something else from more of like a biblical standpoint or whatever. But either way, these places on the earth still exist. And if you read into Alex Collier and Jordan Maxwell, all these different people, Ashayana Dean, they'll get into the mechanics of this. They get into a lot of gateways to leave, evacuate Earth or anything, but they really don't get into the ninth gate or the 13th pillar. And every time I watch a video, it's left out. So if I know that that's the gate that I have found, or that's the earth ley line that I've found, and I find it so weird that they all leave it out, is it because they don't know? And they're just like, oh, we don't know. Or they're not supposed to talk about it. Or are they doing something more sinister even? So I just ask the questions and report it back. There's a lot of things going that we can see, like for instance, the Super Bowl blackout. If you look at the stills from the Super Bowl blackout, which I have some on my video, you will see that it says 7-11. And then somebody actually cropped a reporter in, and he's like going like this, and he looks like an owl. And it's supposed to be owls 11, spiders 7. And you can see on the dollar, there's a guy on here that shows the bat on the dollar, and the bat, it's like a bat, and then you flip it the other way, and it's also an owl on the other side. So we know that there's this bats and the owls, and then the owls against the spiders. If you see the owl, it says weaving spiders come not here. So the Hopi Indian prophecy, when there's spider webs in the sky, then it's the end times, stuff like that. So the Super Bowl blackout was basically whatever they were going to do, and I do believe that the spark, because Beyonce is the new spark, you know that, right? Aaliyah was going to be the spark. No. God has his own plan, and Beyonce is now the spark. So what are they sparking exactly? And I just want to say, like, in Beyonce's defense, this is a woman who is, stood up for the whole world and proclaimed that she's a Christian, and even made money off of that. And I don't think that she would just flip everything that she believed in at the drop of a hat unless she experienced or saw something or learned something that was true. It's a spider. So I just wanted to say that. Is that... Oh, I think that's... Okay. Yeah, that must have been a spider. Okay, anyways, doesn't matter. I'm talking about spiders. I just had spiders in my damn skin, so I'm just freaked out about spiders. Okay. Sorry. Beyonce, I think she would have to, like, see something or experience something or learn something that was so big that it would change, like, her whole persona, her whole... people say, like, she's demonic now. She... all this crazy stuff, but... I mean, what people don't understand is that the triangle that she does is actually, yeah, it's Rockefeller, but it's more over the triangle is a symbol of the feminine. And I've talked about this before in one of my other videos, that, male hold their center of gravity like this, women hold their center of gravity like that. If you're taking a physics class, that's like basic physics knowledge, folks. So, who is Agenda 21 really? They are the Illuminati of the, they don't call themselves the Illuminati, but they do call themselves the Trulies. And this is also, I mean, no matter what people say, like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and they're against this person, or the Rockefellers are the highest, and the Rothschilds are the highest, and then nobody even talks about the Cecils, which they're like the real ones that you don't know about, and that is the 7-Eleven Illuminati. And the 7-Eleven Illuminati is the Lincoln Illuminati, and that Cecil Circe bloodline is the goddess Circe. Basically, is the Lincoln bloodline, and you can find different Lincoln and Lancaster references. For instance, the best one to me is Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones you have the Lincoln Imp, which is the Lannister Imp, and the Lannisters is the spinoff of the Lancasters, the Lancaster bloodline. If you watch The White Queen, you can figure that out. So it's you got the Lancaster or the Lannister limp. That's funny because L imp is limp. He has limp. Okay, so the Lancaster or Lannister imp, and then so they say Lannister red. And the Lannister lions, and it's the Lannister red lions. They always show very, 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 they want you to know that the Lannisters are gold and red, and that is kind of the whole thing behind the Lions group. Like here in town, we used to have what was called the Lions Club, and if you like did well in school or you did something good, they would let you have a breakfast with at the Lions restaurant with the Lions Club. And I, for instance, went with a radio. I used to work for a radio company called Screen Radio, just for like a minute. I hosted the St. Patrick's Day Parade for them one year, emceed, I mean. And basically, when you go in, everybody has their jackets on, and their gold jackets, which Charles, I can't remember his name. Dang it. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm going to say his last name. At the Morning Cup of Jazz, he showed up to wear his Lions jacket as a stage coat. And everybody was like, and people were like, and I was like, ah. And then he had the red lion on it, and I was like, damn those red lions. And that's the 7-Eleven Illuminati, the Lincoln Illuminati. And they are the keepers of the Holy Grail. Also, that guy just got a bunch of bees tattooed all over him. That's Merovingian. Bees all over him. Couldn't believe that, because there's like hardcore Republican people. So my friend was like, you know what's really weird too is he got like these little bees. He's getting tattoos of little bees all over him. I'm like, what the hell? So if they're also, I mean, obviously Lincoln. So, and Lincoln, Mary Todd Lincoln was said to be carrying the Holy Bloodline, and that Lincoln was the Holy Bloodline as well, because there are two different Holy Bloodlines you got going on. Basically that he had other children, and nobody really knows where Lincoln came from. And if you know my story, you know that my husband is also very closely related to Abraham Lincoln, and him and his mom both look like Lincoln. It's crazy. And her parents took their last name, made it their middle names, and gave them the Hasbrook last name, which is Habsburg. Get it? I love 30 Rock. The Habsburg line has ended. They show him, he has like from all the inbreeding, he has his legs, he crosses his legs like that. Anyways, that's so funny. 30 Rock is the show you need to watch. I'll do that in a different one. So the 7-Eleven Illuminati, they own all the 7-Elevens, and that is why if you get a map from a 7-Eleven, these ascension sites are not there. Their gates, the stargates, they're not on the map. They're blocked out. You can see it on my tour. I'll show you. And those are Rockwell Enterprise maps. So the 7-Elevens are triangulated. I would say they're triangulated, but they all face a certain way. And then there's another one that is out towards Ivanhoe that also caught fire when this energy site was surged. And then there was another one that they show in the post office, and it says Red Lion. It was an old gas station. For some reason they were, I don't know because this is oil people doing this or what, but they have a lot of old gas stations, and this is like 6 pumps, and it says controlled power. This is a gas station. It says controlled power, and then it has the red lion, and it shows where that actually used to be, and then it has another picture of Rankin Field above it, which is a shooting range. So that is in the post office. I have pictures on my zombies occult. It's just like a photo reel slideshow, and I will try to